This is a really exciting time. We are seeing finally a much needed transformation of our cannabis policies, both locally, statewide, and nationally. It's a very shifting area where there's a lot going on, which presents a really terrific opportunity for those of us interested in this to kind of, take control, be inspired by our local politics, and see what we can do. There is now really a multi-billion-dollar national medical marijuana industry, and there's a lot of people who are scrambling to control that significant wealth. And so the question that's before us is, who is going to control this wealth? Is this going to be something that is going to be, distributed amongst the people, encouraging a lot of individual products and innovative research, or is it going to be centralized and controlled by people more affiliated with the government? But right now, in California, there are going to be at least two initiatives coming to the ballot in 2016. One of them, one of them is called the California Cannabis Hemp Initiative of 2016. This was actually written in 1990 by Jack Herer, who is a prominent hemp advocate, hemp and cannabis advocate, sort of a gruff demeanor. He really speaks to the underground cannabis community, hard-hitting facts, author of a book called The Emperor Wears No Clothes. And he's sparked a following, and they've been tenaciously trying to get this initiative on the ballot, but it is to the point. It is basically legalizes the personal use of cannabis, legalizes up to 12 pounds of cannabis, permits people to grow 99 plants. It releases all of the cannabis nonviolent offenders who are in prison in California jails, releases them. It also totally legalizes the growing of industrial hemp. It fully supports Proposition 215, which was the California Medical Marijuana Initiative that was passed in 1996. So contrast to Jack Herer's cannabis initiative is one that's recently come up just last week or 2 weeks ago, that is sponsored by the tech mogul Sean Parker. This is a 60-something page document with a lot of fine print. It's called the Control, Tax, and Regulate Cannabis Initiative. And it pretends to be a legalization initiative, but it's a thinly veiled money grab to control cannabis and tax it heavily, prevent individuals from cultivating reasonable amounts for their own use. And it's just an interesting dichotomy that we voters are going to have a chance to look at over the next few months.
I know when I looked up the latest legislation coming down from Sean Parker and saw that it was supported by the Nature Conservancy, and I know that the head of the Nature Conservancy is the former managing director of Goldman Sachs, I knew that we were in trouble. And, unfortunately, I think he's going to be marketed as a cool, hip, successful billionaire guy here to put his money to the good cause. And, when you're coming out of the grocery store, you're going to be hit with, hey, sign this great petition to legalize marijuana. So it's our job, those of us who are getting educated, to really help educate others.